good, Carl. Okay. Who has one? Yes, sir. Uncertainty. Uncertainty is a really big deal. Certainty. Okay. Who else? And thank you, by the way. Yep. Fear. You know, I did over 200 of these this past year with Tony, and fear was our number 2 answer all across the United States. From San Francisco to Miami, fear was the number 2 answer. And we all know that fear stands for failure, embarrassment, anxiety, or rejection. 4 of the biggest fears that are out there: failure, embarrassment, anxiety, or rejection. Some people think that it stands for false evidence appearing real. Other people think that it stands for forget everything and run. I think it stands for failure, embarrassment, anxiety, or rejection. What other kinds of fears are out there? Lack of discipline. Okay, so we're going to go back to that, but he said lack of discipline. Okay? Inconsistency, consistency. Okay? Pardon me? Who's crazy? Oh, lazy. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you crazy. Lazy. Big. Bad habits. Right? We talked about that. Okay, what else? Confidence. What'd you say over here? Complacency. What else do we have? Time management. Ding, 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 ding. Number 1 answer all across the United States: time management. It's not that I don't have enough time, it's the fact that I don't know how to manage it well, A, and B, if I do set out a plan for my day, having the discipline, like Ken said, to follow through. Now, we could keep going with this list, we could keep going with these things, but I'm going to move forward, okay, because we're going to come back to it. So, these are just another name for what? Excuses. Excuses. We have a scientific name for them here at the Anthony Robbins Companies. It's 2 letters. You're going to want to write this down. This stands for your BS. This stands for your BS, and we all know what that means, so we might as well just say it together on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Belief system. I forgot to rate the event before I started. Okay. This here is going to be a PG event, and there will be no swearing. There will be none of that. But this is what we call our belief systems. All human behavior is driven by belief. Behind every action that we take on a daily basis, there's a belief. How you feel about any given subject determines your thoughts. Those thoughts influence your decisions. Your decisions determine your actions or your lack of actions, and those actions will ultimately determine your results. So if this is true, what is our definition of a belief? Write this down. A belief is a feeling of absolute certainty that you and I have about something. A belief is a feeling of absolute certainty that you and I have about something. And there's 2 kinds of beliefs. The first kind of belief is called a limiting belief. Everyone say limiting. Limiting belief. No trick questions. Jason, what do you believe a limiting belief will do to you? Stay stagnant, 100%. Limiting beliefs will stop you. We call limiting beliefs dream killers. And the second kind of belief, and I believe you have limiting beliefs, the second kind of belief on page 20 is called empowering beliefs. Everyone say empowering beliefs. Empowering beliefs allow you to take massive, massive action. Empowering beliefs allow you to take massive, massive action. And if there was one thought, one idea that I would love to drive home to you today, before I do that, the best way that I can describe an empowering belief is the story of Roger Bannister. Who here has heard of Roger Bannister before? Okay, about 10% of the room has heard of Roger. Roger Bannister is the man that broke the 4-minute mile. Now everybody knows who Roger Bannister is. For hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, nobody could break the 4-minute mile. Not one person. Scientists and doctors actually said, nobody's going to break the 4-minute mile. Nobody's going to break the 4-minute mile. In fact, if you try and break the 4-minute mile, your heart will literally explode and jump out of your chest. Roger Bannister said, I don't believe you. So this is what Roger did. The first thing that Roger did is he came up with a strategy. This is why strategy is important. Roger said, I'm going to have my Olympic teammates pace me around the track. They're going to pace me around the track, and we're going to time it to make sure that I come in under 4 minutes. The second thing that Roger did is he took action every single day. He didn't miss a day, and his teammates didn't miss a day. And the third thing that Roger did is he had an unstoppable mindset. He was running, and his body wanted to give out. He was running, and his knees said, no more. He was running, and his heart said, I'm going to explode, I'm going to explode, I'm going to explode. And Roger's mind said, no, you're not. You're going to keep on going. And on that day in the Olympics in 1954, Roger Bannister ran the mile in 3 minutes and 59 seconds. Do you know what happened 2 years after Roger Bannister ran? He broke the 4-minute mile. Like 20 people broke it. Did their bodies change at all? What changed? Their mindset, their belief system. And if there was one thought, one idea that I would love to drive home to you guys this day, it would be this very thought. You will never out-earn, outsell, or outperform the belief system that you have about yourself. You'll never make $100,000 in your industry if you only believe you can make 30. You're never going to make $750,000 a year if you only believe you can make 120. You're never going to find a loving, passionate, intimate relationship with anybody if you believe there's nobody out there for you. Does this make sense, yes or no? Now, some people have an interesting belief about the economy, so let me ask you some questions about the economy. 2007, 2008, there was a slight shift in the market. Anybody feel it? Raise your hand if you felt it. There was a slight shift in the market. During that time, were there people in your particular industry making money, yes or no? Yes. Were there people not making money? Yes. Today, are there people making money in your industry? Yes. Are there people not making money? Yes. There is no such thing as a bad economy. There is only a bad mindset. Get this and own it with everything that is within you. If there's somebody else out there doing it, you can too. Henry Ford has a quote. If you believe you can do something, you can. If you believe you can't do something, you can't. Either way, you're right.